Hey guys, Conor Orr here with Sports Illustrated and the MMQB. We're talking Week 2 Power Rankings. Week 2 is one of my favorite weeks to do these Power Rankings, and the reason is because the league is still in a state of complete chaos. We have undefeated teams that have no business being undefeated and won't make the playoffs. We have teams without a win or teams that are 1-1 at 500 right now that'll be there at the end of the season. And so you're trying to put all this together and make some sense of the NFL as it is. It's almost impossible to do, but that's why we're here. I want to talk about a few teams that really surprised me once I laid everything out. First is at number 2, we have the Buffalo Bills. And, I think I'm going to get some gripes for this, for knocking the Lions down a peg after losing to the Buccaneers. But here's my reasoning. The Buffalo Bills had 2 quality wins. We're seeing just how good that Cardinals team was after last week when they beat the Rams. And on Thursday Night Football, they were able to beat the Miami Dolphins with just 2 rushes from Josh Allen, which is huge for them going forward. The healthier that Josh Allen can be later in the season, the more dynamic this team is going to be, the harder they're going to be able to stop on offense. And that Sean McDermott defense really coming around, tying itself together with new players and new pieces. Number 5, I have the Green Bay Packers. I wanted to rank them even higher this week because of how good that win was against Indianapolis with Malik Willis and not Jordan Love at quarterback. I love the way that Matt LaFleur game planned for this one. Everyone in the stadium knew that they were running the ball, and he still managed to get Josh Jacobs a lot of touches, a lot of open lanes. And listen, Malik Willis has only been there for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, but Matt LaFleur was able to put a nice game plan around him, accentuate what he did the best. At 13, I have the Bengals. A lot of gripes here too, right? This team is 0-2. Why do you have them in the top 13? A team that theoretically we're going to see in the playoffs, right? Well, I thought that Chiefs loss was a huge confidence booster. We saw Joe Burrow play his best game of the season. We saw him throw deep. We saw him integrate new wide receivers, and without Jamar Chase really making much of a dent in the game plan, just 4 catches there. And we also have circumstantial issues, right? There were some officiating calls that were questionable. We still don't know if Joe Burrow fumbled that ball, and you have that pass interference at the end of the game, which could go either way. I know a lot of non-Chiefs fans saying that this is part of the conspiracy, right? But either way, Cincinnati with a confidence builder and 2 easy games coming up, so I'm kind of buying low on the Bengals a little bit. And the last team I want to talk about here, the Jacksonville Jaguars at 24. You may think that's a little too low, even though Jacksonville is 0-2. They have Trevor Lawrence. They have all these good pieces. Brian Thomas is playing well early in the season, but I will warn people, this schedule goes off the rails in a hurry. We talked about it a little bit on the MMQB podcast 2 weeks ago, but now you have Buffalo, now you have Houston. Both of those are road games. And then you have still a brunt of your schedule coming here with not very many winnable games being mixed in. Even the Patriots on that schedule looking like a quality opponent. So with week 2 in the books, we're now looking ahead to week 3, but maybe we'll get a little bit of organization to this chaos that we talked about.